In this video, we will talk about named ranges. So named cells or named ranges are used to reference a particular cell or a group of cells. So by default, the names is the address of a cell. So if I click here, then you can see the name of this cell is C6 as it represents the column C and the row 6. Similarly, for this, it is C18 as you can see. But if I want to change the name of them, I just go to this name tab or name box and then just change it from here. So suppose I want to change the name of this day as Monday. So the day represents Monday, and if I want to change it, now let's call it day. So I just use day, press enter. Now this cell is called day. So if I click here, it is B24, and if I press a tab, move to this cell, it is day. Now the benefit of naming a cell is that if I want to use this cell in a formula, I can use it. So if I use is equals to day here and press enter, it will show me Monday because it will represent the value of that cell. So after assigning a name to a cell, I can call it anywhere in the sheet, or I can even call it in a different sheet on this workbook. So if I add another sheet, and if I want to call this named range or the named cell, I can call it anywhere. So if I use is equals to day here, press enter, it shows Monday. Now I can also assign name to a range of cells. So suppose I want to select the range of this vegetables. So I select this range. Now as you can see, it is called D5 to D21. And if I want to change it, let's say I use vegetables here, press enter. Now this range is called vegetables. And if I use this range anywhere, so suppose I want to sum these values. So for vegetables, if I use is equals to sum here, then in sum formula I have to provide the range. So if I use this range and then press enter, the sum is 12. But if I have named this range, I can directly call this range. So if I use sum, then I can directly use vegetables here, press enter, the sum is 12. I can even call this vegetable range in a different sheet. So if I go to this sheet and use is equals to sum vegetables, press enter, this is 12. So to see the ranges you have, you can just click here. So these are the ranges. We have day as we created here. We have vegetables. So naming the ranges is very useful when you need to use the certain range multiple times in a table or multiple times in a sheet. I can also use the named ranges on a different sheet. As I've told you, I can also use the range, the entire range on a different sheet, but I cannot use it on a different workbook. So if I use a different workbook, I load a different workbook from a Google Drive, I cannot use the same range. Now there is another way to create a named range. So just go to this data menu, go to the named ranges. Here you have the named ranges you already have created, or you can add a range from here. So you just have to name this range. So let's name it baby. And then you have to provide the range. Let's say this range. Let's first select it here, press OK, click done. And now you have this baby range. You can use is equal to some baby as well. So if I use is equals to some baby, press enter, it is the sum of this range. Excel have one extra option to create multiple range using the multiple columns, but in Google Sheet we cannot create multiple range directly by selecting multiple columns. So in Google Sheet we have to create them one by one. So now we will move to the next topic. Thank you.